The depths one ventures for love are boundless, be it that of a parent or a paramour. When love is true, it provides a vista that can make even the sacrifice of self seem an insufficient expression. When one finds this love, they find clarity, purpose. But times of great emotional despair can cloud that judgment, pitting the heart against itself and forcing a painful choice.
The investigation's gonna tie it back to the company. I'm gonna go to prison for the rest of my life if I'm lucky. They're gonna freeze all of our assets, and you're gonna have to raise Daniel alone under a cloud of disgrace. Life, as we know it, Victoria, is over.
These unavoidable moments can transform a fleeting mistake into a permanent torture.
Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? You're making a mistake! You're making a mistake!
I loved David with all my being, and I had betrayed him. And that betrayal haunted every breath since, robbing my ability to trust others. And in those few instances when trust is possible, having it broken results in an irreparable fracture.
Now, it feels like summer.
Emily's renting my house for the summer. We met briefly on the beach.
And then yesterday at the South Fork Inn. I hope your husband's feeling better.
With my marriage completely devoid of any truth, and my social status a mere facade, the only genuine part of me I reserve for my children.
How you doing?
Welcome home, Daniel.
Hi, Mom.
Charlotte and Daniel's well-being is my sole purpose, and it's my innate duty not only to provide them shelter and nourishment, but also stand guard and protect them from intruders. Looks like Lydia and Michael's new renter is settling in.
Lucky girl scoring that property.
Pretty one, too, even from up here.
I guess that makes her doubly lucky.
When you're at the top of the food chain, the vultures are always circling. And from the moment I met Emily Thorne, I could see right through her sheep's clothing. Daniel, your father and I are leaving.
Thank you for a lovely party, Mrs. Grayson.
By all outward appearances, Emily was perfect, wealthy, educated, philanthropic. I'll expect you shortly, Daniel. But perfection is an illusion. She was hiding something, and I would find out what.
That's your pretty little neighbor? Filthy rich and squeaky clean, as far as I can tell.
I've just become the official new owner of the beach house.
That's great news. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for tea, Mrs. Grayson. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed this.
Her presence in Daniel's life was so sudden and ubiquitous, I had to act. I ordered Frank to trail Emily while I dealt with a rather eventful summer.
Daniel! Daniel, baby, please!
It's Tyler.
Mom?
Standing there, witnessing the innocence escape from my beloved son, I knew what I had to do.
Don't say a word.
Helplessly watching my only son stand trial for a crime he didn't commit unearthed feelings I had buried long ago with David. Feeling them again only fueled the fire within me to free Daniel. I need to get a message to an inmate at Rikers.
Is that something you know how to do?
Recognize this kid?
My son.
It's a sweet boy.
What do you want?
Hung jury or an acquittal. Otherwise, Matthew doesn't make it past the first grade.
What on God's earth have you done, Victoria?
With Daniel safe again, it was time to enact my ultimate plan, to finally come clean, confess, turn Conrad into the authorities, and make him pay for what he had done to David.
You and your team are obviously incapable of finding the proof that you need, but I assure you that I'm more than capable.
And as my plan was reaching its final stages, just when it seemed things couldn't get better, they did.
I broke things off with Emily.
I don't believe it. You see, even long before the day of your engagement party, I knew that your future with Daniel was as empty as that box. Emily Thorne was no longer, and I relished the victory. But it's in times of good fortune that we are at our most vulnerable. This is the evidence I was planning on turning over.
Mom buckled. She gave me the evidence.
It's right here in my briefcase.
Good work, son.
Little did I know Daniel's hands were truly dirty, prepared to bury the truth as his father before him. My only son betrayed me. Nevertheless, the evidence found its way into the light.
Daniel!
Emily, you okay?
There's a man! He was holding something when he left, but I couldn't see what it was.
Oh, God.
Now, I am begging you as your son, please drop this whole thing.
Nothing and nobody, not even you, my darling son, will stand in my way. Do you understand?
If you board that plane, it's gonna be the last thing that you do.
Then I guess I'll see you in hell.
This was it. The tides had reached their breaking point. It was time to take matters into my own hands, regardless of how drastic. As I said, the depths one ventures for love are boundless.